Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Look at us drinking hazy beer. You guys say I don't drink hazy beer anymore. You're right, but we are right now. Collab time, my two favorite California breweries, North Park and Slice. This is Blurry Nugs. This is the second collaboration they've done. I think the first one was called Blurry Buds. I drank that beer, but I don't think I did a review of it. Almost positive I didn't. North Park, San Diego, Slice, Lincoln, California. This is a per the label, triple dry hopped hazy IPA, 7% alcohol by volume, hashtag Team Low ABV. That's our wheelhouse. I'm a big single IPA guy these days. Triple dry hopped hazy IPA with Citra Incognito, Strata, Freestyle Nelson, and HBC 586 Cryo. No idea what that means, but holy smoke, Citra, Nelson, and whatever HBC is, and Strata. Like, this should be fire. Canned on October 18th. Today is the 23rd. It's too old. Padres just went ahead. We're still rally drinking. See if we can get them back to San Diego for Game 6. Let's go. Oh my gosh, this beer looks like hop cum. It is super, super light. This looks like, I've said it before, if you took milk and poured orange juice into it, or vice versa. It almost, like, look at, the label's yellow, the beer's yellow, like, super, super light. Hey Stifler, how's the pale ale? I mean, it's straight, I said it, hop cum. It's so hazy. My goodness. Finger of rocky, kind of sudsy, bright white head. It's dissipating very quickly. I guess that happens with super hazy beers. Holy smokes. Does not look like beer. Looks like juice. Let's shove our fat nose in it. See what it's got. Is it too green? It is intense smelling. It is very green, like vegetal, but it's also super juicy, very tropical, and very citrus heavy. It's like a combination of like pineapple and tangerine juice with like green tomato vines. This beer is intense. Like, it's very fucking hoppy. And I think it's got a little bit of that chalky thing. Like, the chalky thing is what has... I've talked about it. Is this label straight? I've talked about it with you guys. The reason I kind of stopped drinking hazy beers is because they came very chalky and very heartburny. This smells like that chalky thing. I don't like that. I don't know what it is about it. It's just not enjoyable when you try and... listen, you're not supposed to drink like multiples of these back to back, but in a night where you're sharing beers and you're drinking hazy beers and they're all just chalky, they just get heavy. It's... what's the word? Laborious. Oh my gosh, we gotta stop drinking rally beers for Padres. It smells good though. Like, it's super intense. Let's taste it. Cheers. This is orange juice after you brush your teeth. It's got that intensity. It's very fruity though. The Strata, I think, is like, there's so much pineapple in that. It's really dry too. So if you're a fan of, like, Nelson beers are super dry to me. This beer is very dry. It is chalky on the finish. I don't like that. But it's pithy too. Like pithy grapefruit, pineapple-y, earthy, kind of like white grapey. But yeah, that you're smelling, you guys, I'm sure you guys have smelled it when you buy like vine ripe tomatoes, like that green tomato vine thing. You're tasting that. I will say 7%, like this beer mouthfeel, it is like super creamy. It's haze. It's not boozy, which is nice. 7%. It doesn't drink like super high alcohol. I mean, listen, this is a really good, very intensely hoppy, hazy beer. It's very juicy. But I just like, I've said it over and over in these reviews. I just don't like the chalkiness that hazy beers brings these days. And that this has it. Not to say this is a bad beer. I bet you when I look up Untappd reviews on this, people are loving this beer for good reason. It's very flavorful. But it's just one of those beers. Like, you drink one of these, can you drink another one after it? I can't. There's no way. It does smell really good though. And it tastes good too. Something like this, like in a West Coast style, like clear beer, would be just amazing. And that's not to say this beer is not amazing. This beer is very good. It's just not the style that I prefer these days. I've been trying to get back into hazy beers, and they all do this. So it's not that I'm not giving them a chance. It's so fucking chalky. I don't like that. But dude, everyone still loves it. People are still clearly buying hazy beer because that's all a lot of people are still brewing. I don't. Maybe it's me. It could be me. Again, this is a very good beer. This is just not a beer that I would buy again and drink again. I just don't need to drink this again. You want to brew a clear beer version of this? I'll fucking drink it all day long. Multiples, over and over and over and over. But for all of you guys who are still just losing their mind over hazy beers after all these years, like, what about this is like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's the same thing. So, but that being said, it's just my opinion with how I am with hazy beers. This beer is fucking awesome. It's a good beer. I have to give credit where credit's due. Just not my style. So, that is Blurry Nugs from Slice in North Park. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Appreciate you guys watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.